This is EP3, Speaking the Truth in Love, and I just come on for a few minutes to give you guys a word of encouragement. If you like this video and want more content like it, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share. We are in a world that believes that women are not smart. They don't deserve any of the accomplishments that they have, and they should just go back to being pregnant. How they used to put it in, I think it was Good Time, where he said they need to be in the bedroom, in the kitchen, and barefoot and pregnant. Pretty much, that's what it sums it up. And it seems like that's what a group of people would like all women to go back to. But I believe there's insecurities. If you want to, regardless of whether you're a male or female, whatever it is, if you cannot acknowledge someone's accomplishments without thinking that the only way they were able to get there is because somebody gave it to them. If it's a woman, they did something sexually. And you can't look at the fact that maybe they have several degrees, maybe several different certificates that they had to go back and get in order to get to the next level in their career. If you think that a woman can't tell you anything, I'm sorry, but one of the first people that told you something was your mother, and she's a woman. She gave birth to you. So I think a lot of people need to really think about what they are saying and what they feel like they want. Learn how to think for yourself, men and women. Learn how to think for yourself. You don't have to go with the group. And learn how to judge people not based on what everybody else is saying, but go and actually research. If you can't sit down and talk to a person because they're a public official, or because they're so far up in the company that you work at, or they're a pastor that you just can't get a chance to talk to on a regular basis, go back and find out some things. There's ways to research people and get to know what they really are. What are their credentials? Most folks' credentials are public information. There's a lot of women that either went to school right out of high school or went back to school. Like I'm one of those women that went back to school and got degrees. And I'm thinking about, truthfully, going back and get another degree, a master's degree, so whenever I retire, I can change directions. Maybe go do something else. Haven't quite made up my mind. But the point is, before you automatically judge somebody based on their appearance because you think they're attractive, or because you don't think they're attractive, because some people are judgmental based on if they think a woman is beautiful, then the only way she was able to get somewhere is because she was laying up on her back or she did some immoral thing, right? And then some people think that the only reason why some women get in a position is because they were so unattractive that that's the only thing they could do. They couldn't go get married. They couldn't go do this. They couldn't have a family and stuff because they were so unattractive that they had to focus only on their career. All those things are just to not acknowledge, first of all, their talents, their God-given gifts that they have there, or to put it in a layman's term, they're natural talents. They have natural talents and gifts, and sometimes they're extra smart. Those things weigh a lot. I mean, if you're smart enough to go get 3 or 4 degrees, and now you got 2 doctor's degrees, you got all these different accomplishments educationally, and you have the skill set of being in an environment for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, then you should be able to move up and you should have a voice in those areas. I think a lot of times there is just this double standard when it comes to women and men, because you can have a man that's been married 3, 4 times, who cheated on all of them, who may have been guilty, proven guilty of having illicit affairs with different women, who has said out of their mouth that they are not a Christian, who versus someone who says they're a Christian but who admits that they are not perfect and don't always get it right. See, there is a double standard where the very presence of a woman sometimes causes friction. And so there's a move and a strong desire to move toward going backwards because you want to put women in their place. And I haven't seen anywhere in the Word of God that a woman's place is to be beneath a man. As a matter of fact, the woman is the helpmeet of the man in the marital place. But a lot of times, if you really look at relationships, the woman makes the man look good or bad. So for those men who would rather go dig up or assume that a woman did not get her position through hard work, a lot of dedicated sacrifices of time, energy, studying, going and get whatever the requirements are for that particular position, going and get those credentials. Then I want you to ask yourself, why do I have so much disdain for a woman and so little respect for a woman? Because we can't say it's just black women. Yes, we take the worst of it, but it's just a woman in general. And to the ladies, I want you to think about, I want you to think about how hard it is for you as a woman. And then give another woman some grace. Give the woman the benefit of the doubt. All women are not promiscuous. All women are not going around doing ungodly things with other people's spouses. There are a lot of women who just work hard, who study, who go and do everything they have to do to help their household, help their family, make themselves look presentable, and go get the credentials that it takes to help support their household, support themselves first in their households. I think sometimes our own worst enemy is ourselves. Because if we can't see beyond all of the foolishness and cheer on another woman, I'm not saying you gotta agree with every move that woman makes, but give credit where credit is due, and don't automatically just think that she has to be how do I want to say that? She has to be an moralist woman in order to make it in this world. Because if that is the case, what do you see when you look in the mirror? If you are in leadership in any capacity, and I'm going to tell you, you are in leadership whether you know it or not. You may not be in leadership on your job, but you are in leadership in the sense of somebody is looking at you and want to be just like you. If it's nobody else but your child, your niece, or your niece, your nephew, your little cousin, there is someone who looks up to you and say, I want to be just like so-and-so. So before you speak ill of another woman, think about that. Think about what it feels like when you have gone out and you have did everything you can do to accomplish your dreams, to become successful so that you can help somebody else, pull somebody else up from where they are. It doesn't feel good. Anyway, just for some food for thought. In EB3, Speaking the Truth in Love. If you like this content and you want more like it, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share. Be blessed, be a blessing, and I am out.